Hey guys, this is my tour of the Samuels Lutheran Cemetery on Minton Road in Millville. I think it was also established in 1815, the same as the Presbyterian Church there in Riley. So that I just found that interesting that they were both founded on the same year. There's about 30 old stones here. So I got a picture of each one of them. So you're going to see a picture of all the stones that are here. Of course, it's always nice to go to the real place and see the real thing. I tried to shoot the shots so where the ground would be level, so you could kind of tell how things were tipped somewhat if they had been. I did all these shots with my phone because my phone seems to take the best pictures that I've gotten so far. That's the largest monument in the cemetery there, the Brosier, I'm guessing, if I'm saying it right. I don't know a lot about the history of these people other than I guess they were Lutheran. But it's neat to see old stones and take pictures of them and have them to look back on there. Again, I just noticed these people, some of them had really short lives. Some of them were babies even that didn't live long. We didn't live in the age of vaccine. They didn't live in the age of vaccines like we do, so mortality rates were a lot higher in their time. So you'll see people who would live only like 30 to 40 years would be considered an average lifespan, except for it seems like probably the well-to-do folks were the ones that lived the longest. They would be the ones who would live to 70 and 80 years. So that's something I'm noticing personally as I go through these old graveyards, is how the average person seems to only live a lifespan of about 40 years. I got two different shots of that one there, so see if it's easier to read vertically versus horizontally. This graveyard isn't quite as well maintained as the Indian Creek Baptist Cemetery. Which is kind of a shame. Some of the stones are, sometimes it's just time that's worn them away or whatever. The writing just isn't there anymore. So that kind of thing. But now that the county has taken over the sites of pretty much all these places, it means, I hope that means they'll be getting better care so they can be preserved for future generations to look back on. There's my car in the background. It was a nice fall day, of course, and thus it seemed like a good time of year to go check out graveyards. The setting is nice. The colors are especially good this year. The leaves are very nice on the trees. They're starting to be more on the ground and less on the trees, so hurry up and get out there and go see the colors. See some really old dates on some of these and some of the artwork. I've seen that where it has that tree and a person sitting under it. So I'm kind of noticing trends in art and things with stones, and that's cool. I'm a person who notices things. I don't know. I like to see symbols and stuff. When I was a kid, I knew different cars by their different trademark symbols on them and stuff. I would name, that's a Ford, that's a Toyota, and all that stuff. I liked the font. I like the font on the stone. It's very kind of wicked looking. Of course, it's got some nice moss growth on it as well. Here's another one laying on the ground. Broke over, kind of the sort of pointed design, then the curve, and then the sort of point at the top. Of course, I'm thinking of Castlevania 2, again, the Dracula stone from the game there. Hopefully the picture is a lot sharper in the finished video. Maybe you can actually read that one. Some of these, it seems like the pictures even are better than the actual looking at the real stone. You can actually see the writing more clearly in the pictures. That one was kind of interesting since it's like kind of where it broke and how it's sitting and stuff. I mean, it's just kind of an interesting look, That one looks like what's left of it has been reconstructed and reset up to the best of someone's ability with what they had left to work with. There's a good one. That one I can see clearly, even in the demo video that I'm looking at now. So you can see 31 years, 4 months, and 23 days. Since that was a thing, to have it down to the days. There's a good looking stone. That stick was just naturally lying there, so that was really cool. It's like some walnut tree seeds on the ground. Or on there, excuse me. And it looks like Samuel's wife here, Elizabeth, got a very nice stone. Lived 80 years. Long life. Long life even by today's standards. Julia Ann. Looks like she only lived to be 8 years old. Goodness gracious. But again, these were the times where we didn't have vaccines and things, so people died of disease a lot easier then. This one, couldn't read the stone, and there was a rock behind it. That's all there was. This one, the writing's just worn away over time. But I did like the outlining design of it, so I took a picture and everything, and of course I took a picture of all the stones here. That one's real nice looking, but fortunately it's laying on the ground. I don't know if maybe the county will come over and try to get these things set back up if they can. And that was actually the other side of a stone that was there. Again, there's that fancy font handwriting. It's interesting looking. I don't know if they just buried the person on the other side of the stone just for the sake of convenience. There's some wide shots. You can see where the stones lie within the trees and things. I've passed this thing by for years and years since I was a kid. You know, I'm now 35 and I've been passing by since I was probably about 6 or 7. So this is the first time I've set foot in it. In my living next to it for 30 years. Well, maybe did once when I was a kid, maybe for a walk. And this was just a shot. I thought that was kind of pretty, the gate and the water and everything. So I took a picture of that. It's a nice fall shot there. Anyway, thanks for watching.